The experience of going to the theater starts before you even walk through the doors. When you're walking down Salina Street and you see the flashing lights on the marquee, you walk through the lobbies and you see the gold paint, you see the mural, you see everything that is from another era. And up until recently, that experience took a little bit of a plateau once you entered the auditorium because we hadn't restored those finishes for so long. Our hope is that when this work is done, it is going to be a heightened and elevated experience.
We want to get back to what it looked like 100 years ago.
Currently, we're restoring the auditorium for the first time in history, so that we're restoring finishes that were originally applied 97 years ago by the Rambush companies. They were the interior design firm working for Thomas Lamb, the architect, and we are restoring those finishes.
This stretch of downtown used to host 5 different historic movie palaces. We're the last one remaining. It's a symbol of our resilience too. This was the last one, and the community said that we don't need another parking lot, we don't need another redevelopment, we need a theater like this.
What it means to Syracuse is that it is one of the last surviving grand theaters of the era of the 1920s, 30s. It was built with the idea that when people walked in here, there was this opulence that they felt. There's not only a historical significance for this theater, but the whole idea of theater and what it was in those days, a total experience.
None of it happens if this isn't a building people want to come to. And so that's what we're trying to do, is maintain this building in a way that makes it a go-to destination for people.
In this particular case, this particular project, we're counting largely on the expertise of the decorating company, because ordinarily an architect will direct contractors in what to do in a project. In this case, it's very collaborative, and they have much more knowledge about what they're doing than we do.
Every new job is a study. I've been doing this for 23 years. It's tough sometimes to describe what everybody's doing until you really see what it is. He's actually plastering some of the stuff that's broken through the years. Above him has already been painted.
There was so much detail and so much beauty and so much skill that went into every single nuance of an edifice. We're looking to reproduce what was here, get rid of the cracks, the dents, the chips, and make it clean and fresh, but still, it's kind of like working on the Sistine Chapel. When they went in 1987 and they cleaned it, they didn't change the colors. You've got to be the detective who gets back to how did they get that extraordinary nuance. Most challenging part, hands down, was matching the colors, because color is subject to light. It took a couple of weeks, as a matter of fact, to match 20 colors, but we got them perfectly, and so you will never see a difference between the old and the new. The community should be stunned. It's a landmark to be proud of. It is a monument.
We are in the middle of multiple phases of the restoration for the Landmark Theatre, and they are all intended to improve the audience's experience. The additional renovations that we're doing, not only to repair wear and tear, but to really enhance the incredible beauty of this theater, the uniqueness of this Thomas Lamb masterpiece, really makes the experience better. I've been coming to this theater for decades. When I walked in here the other day and saw the restoration completed, tears in my eyes, because it is such an incredible, incredible sight to see how it was envisioned nearly 100 years ago. That just makes the experience so much better. People are in awe the moment they walk in the door.
Those of us that work for, that volunteer for this organization, we recognize the responsibility that we have as stewards of this historic property that so many people in our community have affection for. What I always like to say is that my grandmother's generation built this theater. My mother's generation grew up in this theater and saved this theater. And it's up to the generation we're in now to make sure that my daughter, who is now 6, has a beautiful historic theater to enjoy when she is an adult in Syracuse.
We have a tagline that we use in social media, the hashtag It's Your Landmark, and people are really starting to identify with the theater as being, an icon of Syracuse's history, an icon of our identity. It's a barometer of Central New York, both past and present, and we're just looking at every opportunity to make it part of our future.
As I look back 50 years, all the amazing people, including today, our executive director and the board, and all of the people that contributed, it's mind-boggling. So many people had their hand and their heart in saving this theater and restoring it.
This is a phase 1 of the auditorium restoration. That ground floor, the orchestra level, the under balcony, that is not going to be complete this fall. Obviously, that's something that we're looking to complete in a subsequent phase. It's something that we're still looking for funding to do. We're confident that we'll get everything wrapped up by our centennial in 2028.
This is meant to be experienced by and enjoyed by the people of Central New York and the people who want to come from far and away. So we want people to understand that this is for them, that this theater is a public theater. It is a theater that we hope makes Central New York a better place to live and makes it a better place to visit. And we hope that that continues for many years to come.
I hope that when they walk in the auditorium and see the restored auditorium, they'll be excited and ready to support the theater and to continue coming here.
This is, in my mind, the heart of historic Syracuse.
The Landmark Theater is a nonprofit organization, and it is a theater that has been a part of this community, a part of your community, for nearly 100 years. It is your landmark.
The auditorium restoration is a once-in-a-century effort. We're making sure that we get it right.